as an employee since last 28 years, and now I have decided to do something for my own. So parallelly, I am working on starting my own business as well, and at the same time, I have associated with the startup lane. So this is all about me.
Thank you so much. Let's have the intro from Prasenjit.
Hi, Shishir. Hello, everybody. I'm from Calcutta. I'm a chemical engineer by profession, and I have worked in the industry for about 25 years. At present, after pandemic, I had to shift from Europe to India because of the family situation. So my family was in Calcutta, and working out of Spain at that point of time was finding extremely difficult. So in during this pandemic, I am into a couple of things. I'm working with two startups at this point, and also I'm with another communication company as a communication fitness coach, helping companies and their professionals to improve their communication and thereby realizing their full potential. Very nice to be here, and I think we can work quite a lot on different areas of startups. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prasenjit. Amitesh, can we have your intro, please? You need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I was saying sure, Shishirji. Hi, everyone. My name is Amitesh Prakash. I'm talking to you from Dubai in the UAE. I have 16 years of experience. I've been an insurance guy all through. Having worked for the likes of Marsh and Willis, I am currently associate with Liberty Insurance Brokers as senior vice president, and I have worked in Saudi Arabia and I've worked in the UAE, so 11 plus 5 years, and it's great to be associated with Startup Lanes. I have very high hopes of in terms of contribution from my side and in terms of learning from you all and of course from Shishirji as well, and hope to build business in a way that Startup Lanes, of course, it's already a huge name globally with, I think 101 was the rank I saw somewhere in one of the social media posts, and I feel that its time is very much here, and it's going to go places under the leadership of Rishirji and whatever we will contribute, and look forward to this partnership with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Amitesh. Can we have the intro from Varsha Sirsikar?
Hello everyone, this is Varsha. It is great to be here on this platform. Actually, I've been working with IT company since 7 years, and right now we are talking from Mumbai. So it is great to be here, and I would like to know different things which are related to the new startups and also the information about them and contribute to. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Varsha.
Shishir, we are actually going to jointly work together. My name is Srirang. Hello everyone, great to be here. Come from a corporate background and have been working in the consulting fields in international as well as domestic domain, and I'm also running a venture. So look forward to the interaction and get to know each one in today's meeting as well. Thank you.
Okay, so actually only one of you are visible at one point of time. Maybe your background issue, I guess.
Yes, that's about.
All right, great. Thank you so much. Then can we have the intro quickly from Sanjay Sahu?
Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Sanjay Sahu. I am a electrical engineer plus MBA in energy management from Thapar University, Patiala. And I worked in a leading solar consulting firm for about 8 years. Prior to that, I was working with HCL and Wipro. And, the reason of being with Startup Lanes is that I am very much excited about the startup space that is developing in India, and I am of a sincere belief that startups will take this country to the very next level, and would like to contribute a little of it from my side as well. And my interaction with Shishir sir has been fantastic, and I really look for a mutually beneficial relationship, and really looking forward for doing some great work together, and taking the startup ecosystem in this country to the very next level and to the top of the world.
Thank you, Sanjay ji, and you need not call me sir. We are just like a family, right? So we are brothers.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Then we are left out with Sanjay ji. Sorry, Sanjeev Ahuja. Sir, your introduction, please.
Hi team, this is Sanjeev here. I am based in Sydney, Australia from last 12 years. Before than that, I was in Dubai for 7 years. Professionally, I'm a chartered accountant from India, then did CPA. I've worked more than in 10, 12 industries, mostly into the finance and operations as a director of finance. But then from last 5 years, I'm doing a couple of my own businesses, small businesses, but yes, it's growing well. So let's see, we all get together and make something big.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Can we have the intro from Nikita Bhatia, please?
Hi, Shishir. This is Nikita. Hi, everyone. It is amazing to see all of you and such good profiles. I was working with a corporate for some time, and then I realized that entrepreneurship was my passion. So I've been into a couple of businesses since 2010. And so last 5 years, I've got my own wealth management firm, and I'm based out of Gurgaon. So really looking forward to have a very fruitful interaction with all of you under the leadership of Shishir. Obviously, Shishir, your profile itself is very, very inspiring. I have been, following a few mentors since the last couple of years. I was just looking to be associated with someone who had that passion, which I also have, So I think overall it should really match, and we should have a great association in the future. I'm really able to be a part of your family.
Thank you so much. Then we have Farooq Patankar.
Hi, Shishir and everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. And well, what really brings me here is we probably share a common passion to build up the startup ecosystem in this country. And with the pace of digitalization which is happening, I think this is the best way forward. I basically come from an engineering background, heading engineering services consultancy firm and project management firm. So I would like to probably bring that kind of expertise and into the startup domain, and looking to work together and take this ecosystem to the next level. Shishir, there's no doubt about it. Your story is extremely inspiring, and that has actually got me associated with you. And I look forward to working together and taking things to the next level. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
The video, so excuse me about that. Apologies.
Yeah, that's pretty okay. Then we have Pedro.
Good evening, everyone. It's very. I'm very proud to be part of Startup Lanes. I'm calling from Goa, and I'm a graduate instrumentation engineer with around 16 years of experience with in 4 different manufacturing sectors. Started with Vedanta and also with KK Birla Group. Also, I've been associated with multinational American firms. Currently, I'm helping. In 16 years, I wanted to actually learn business. So I'm currently helping a small startup in Goa itself. It's actually a distribution company, and they wanted engineering support. So I would really like to help with my technical skills to grow Startup Lanes. And I'm very happy to be associated with all of you. Pardon me for the video is because I'm having a power failure over here. So, yes.
I can understand. I'm also from Goa. I understand this is frequent here.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Then we have Sandeep Handaji. Your intro, sir. Are you able to hear me, Sandeep ji? I think he's not able to hear us. Shobit, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, hello, hi everyone. Sorry for waiting late. I was also having some technical problem. So my name is Shubhit. I am associated with Shishji and Startup Lanes, holding a position of Vice President, Marketing and Strategy. So basically, it's good to meet you all. Like, it is the first time and all my pleasure that, I'm interacting with you for making a new journey from here. And it's good to be a part of you all. So hope to see, in the future and make some remarkable things.
Thank you, Shubhit. And we have one more person coming in, Vikas ji. Vikas, would you like to introduce yourself in case you are already connected?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I joined a little late. So I basically belong from the tech space. I basically am an architect, a software architect by profession. And trying to see what this new opportunity holds for me. So.
Thank you so much. And I hope we are done with the introduction. So we'll start with the basic idea why Startup Lanes.
I think Mr. Rajkumar has been left.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, please, Rajkumar ji, please go ahead.
Yeah, so my name is Rajkumar and I'm an information technology graduate from NIT Surathkal. I have around 16 years of experience in software development, maintenance, and managing large-scale software applications for US and Europe. I've also lived in Europe, US for 3 years, and I have my own startup. It's bootstrapped since last 1 year in fitness. So I'm very excited to meet a lot of talented people here, and hope we make the best out of it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so as I was discussing, I will tell you first why Startup Lanes got started and what is the basic aim behind it and how this happened. And this comes from my life story. I belong to a business family, and I am, a third clear generation. So my grandmother was an entrepreneur. She was handling the business of coal, in a place called Agra, where Taj Mahal is there. My grandfather was handling the business, but that time what happened is he got ill. He was not able to see. His eyes were affected because of cancer. So those days it was very difficult for a woman to take up the business, and especially in a small place like Agra, very, very difficult. So she started business. She was illiterate and uneducated both, but fortunately she started the business. And when my father was a bit young, in fact my grandmother had 2 sons. So my Tauji, my uncle, the elder one, he was kidnapped at an age of 7, and when he came back, he was not able to speak and listen. So kidnappers did all those bad things to him. So only male person left out in the family was my dad, and he always wanted to start something to support his mom. And by the age of 18, he already started business in school, and he started with a very small business of incense sticks. It failed. Then he started with a business of washing powder. Then he started several other business, till the time he thought that after several failures, now I'm ready to start something big. And he started a cement manufacturing plant, which was called Tower Cement. And fortunately that plant worked very well. Those days, old days, cement was commodity which was very much in demand, and there were unlimited demand for us. That worked well for quite some time, until there was a government change. Government asked the factory to seal the factory because of saying that quoting that Taj Mahal is getting polluted. The factory was in Agra, and it was very far off. The industrial area was far off from Taj Mahal, approximately 35 kilometers, but still this got sealed. And my father was again in searching for a business. So that particular time I was growing up, I was very young, but I was looking at my dad, and I was closely observing him. What does he do? What is he trying? So he was doing a lot of experiments, and I saw him doing a lot of experiments in creating a product. And he saw this texture paint in Italy. So in a hotel, he saw this, design paint. Those days, it was not very popular. So he became the pioneer to bring in texture paint in India. And he manufactured this at a very, very humble level. That means using a, bicycle wheel and the normal utensil, the katori that you use, and one glass. He created one small machine with a motor, and he started mixing all those, and I was watching. So when I was growing young, I had a scientific bent of mind, learning from my dad. I was learning business. And by the time 1996, 97, we were already established. We had, manufacturing plants in Mumbai, manufacturing plants in Ahmedabad, Delhi. We moved from Agra to Delhi and, then to Mumbai. It was going fine, but unfortunately, my dad was no more. He, had a small operation which became very, very bad, worse. And I was in class 10 that moment. And that particular time, I was not able to figure out. I was the eldest son, had one small younger brother, and my mom, obviously. And the entire property, everything, all the bank accounts, everything was gone, because our relatives, they promised that, we will help you, we will take up the business, and we will take care of everything. But unfortunately, those promises were fake. And then I had to live a very, very poor life. Poor means really poor. I had to work in my own factory as a labor. I unloaded materials from trucks. I was doing a lot of small things, worked like a painter, contractor, a lot of things. So that time that is the main reason of Startup Place. That time I was thinking that if in case somebody was there, somebody in my family, friends, or anyone who can support me and help me, entrepreneurship is there in my blood. That time also I was knowing that I can do. I was already, by the age of 14, I started with my dad already. So I was knowing that, I can pick up very fast. I can at least live a sustainable life. I can feed my family well. But nobody was there. So I kept on thinking, and all my life, with that particular thought, I started growing. It took me a hell lot of time. From 1997 to 2001, I was trying to start something, failing a lot of time. I did not had money. And my first startup came in 2001 called Salah for You. That was an IT company. And that failed very, very badly. Again, capital was not there. There was no guidance. I was very small. Nobody was there to support. And I was not knowing things. And again, I thought that maybe one day God will give me enough to help others. That time I will create a platform wherein others could be utilizing my knowledge as well as some funds. And I did a lot of businesses in between. I did MBA, I did law. These are full-time courses, but on and off, I started business. So my first business was paint contracting independently. After that, I started, when I was in MBA, I started the business of recruitment. That worked well. Then I started a software company. My recruitment firm was called The Placement Enterprise. I am a techie. 1996, I started without any formal knowledge. I started coding, right? So in 2003, I created a portal called NaukriSalah.com, which was similar to Naukri.com, but with a difference, right? So I will not get into those details. I'm just trying to come up how this started. So again, this feeling became stronger every time. every time I faced difficulty, I wanted to help others. And the same happened. 2009, my software company was shut down because of a legal trouble. So somebody from somewhere uploaded a lot of junk contents into my portal, and took the screenshot. Must be the competitor. Took the screenshot, reported it to the cyber police, and my 1 year was gone. Complete 1 year was spent or wasted going to the police station. And that time I was thinking, what should I do? What should I do? I was not knowing things, so I thought probably I should study law. And then that is how I became lawyer. Did a regular course, and then I identified that it was nothing. They were trying to just fool me around. So after all this, in 2010, I entered into real estate industry, and that was the very first time I started, making some money. So my very first project itself got me around 58 lakh rupees. So that is the time I realized that this industry is big. Now I can make money. So from 2010 to 2017, I was clearly into real estate, and by the time 2015 came, I was already thinking about giving back to the society, because that time I had enough to feed my family. I had my own house, I had car, everything. And by the time 2018 came, I already had a commercial big project. I became the partner for a project called London Mart, which was a 750 crore project. So that was enough for me, because I have seen a very, very humble background in my life. When I started my recruitment firm, I was sticking posters on the bus stop. I did not even had car. I was going on bike, and that too, I along with my partner, we used to go on one bike, right, to save money. I used to clean the office. I used to do everything. So for me, I thought now it is enough. Now it is the time to give back to the society, and that is how in 2015 I started exploring how I can become a mentor. And 2015 I got invitation from Startup Weekend. I went there, mentored a lot of startups. I felt happy about it. Then I got in touch with Utsav Somani. Utsav Somani is now India head of AngelList, right? So he's the partner now of AngelList. So he's looking after the entire business of AngelList. AngelList is the largest angel investing platform in the world. Okay. So that guy, Utsav Somani, told me that, Shishir, why don't you start investing? You have the funds, you can make good amount of money, and you might lose money also. Why don't you start? So I started angel investing, and fortunately, one of my portfolio companies made it to CNBC Young Turks Tie the Knot show. It was annual show once in a year. And I got invited as a lead investor there. There I met other investors, got into a lot of people saw me on TV. That is how I started picking up popularity. And this popularity became very, very handy. It helped me a lot in reaching more startups and investors. 2016, 17, then I kept on going there. And Startup Lanes formally got started into late 2018. When so I was already doing mentorship and all, but Startup Lanes was not formally existing, but the things were working. So technically we started in 2019 when we started an office in Noida in January, right? And by that time we were already going very, very good. And within no time, we started the franchisee model. We had a lot of franchisees, the regional directors working, chapter directors, and we did a lot of events, raised a lot of funds. Then the pandemic hit and everything came to standstill. So after the pandemic, this is the first time we are again taking in regional directors. A lot of our regional directors in the past, some are working, some are dormant because of the pandemic. Everything changed. Now we have changed the business model. We were more of in a mixed model of physical and digital. Now the model is entirely digital. Now things are going very fast. As one of you was discussing, our ranking is number 1. We are the fastest growing internet company in the world, ranked by number 1 by Grojo. As well as I have been very instrumental into this ecosystem. right? I'm very passionate. So I hated writing, but I authored the book Startup Easy because I wanted to gain more knowledge. 3 years of research, the book obviously became bestseller into 17 countries, very, very successful. And that is how it helped me in international consulting. So lot of international consulting I did for venture capital in startup, and slowly and gradually my rank went up. Now my ranking is 9th. I'm among the top 10 persons for venture capital in the world. This is ranked and rated by Clarity.fm, which is a startup.co platform, largest in the world. So this is where we are, and I'll put a halt here in case anybody would like to ask me anything, and then we'll move ahead about what we are going to do. So any questions, please ask me till here. No questions?
I think it's an instrumental journey, and we're really
I
happy.
think we're already in so much of awe with the entire journey that you've spoken about.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So this is here we are, and by God's grace, we are actually rapidly growing, and we created my one dream. In fact, I'll tell you what is that dream. So my father always wanted to, this was his dream, technically. He always wanted to create a listed company. This is one. And he always wanted to create a company that employs many people, especially the blue collars. And that was a dream that was not fulfilled. He was no more with this dream. And I thought I will fulfill this dream. So 2 things I have promised myself. One, I will definitely list my company, maybe first in India and then internationally. And second is, I'm going to generate a mass employment. Mass means really huge. I'm thinking about 1 million people getting into job. And this, can you excuse me just for 1 minute? There's somebody, ringing the bell. I'll just come back. All right, sorry for that. My kid was ringing the bell. So can we move ahead, or if you have any questions, you can still ask me anything about my background, startup lanes. Then I'll be moving quickly to how we'll be working and what all we will be working about.
One question: why did you shift to Goa?
Because of the pollution.
That's a very big step, actually.
Yeah, there was an article, shared by.
Why Goa? I mean, you could have been to probably Hyderabad.
I'll tell you.
I think you want to be near to Bombay.
So there was an article. Yeah, there was an article. A tweet shared by Arvind Kejriwal. I saw he, shared one pic of the normal child's X-ray, and others was lungs X-ray of somebody in Delhi.
Yeah? Yes, I remember.
And really, it was alarming for me. And that time, I was already thinking about moving. And that is the time I discussed with my wife that probably we'll move somewhere. At least we'll move from Delhi for the reason of our health, because nothing is more important. So I went to Pune, I went to Hyderabad, even went to Kerala, checked out everywhere, stayed for some time. Out of every place, I found Goa is best suitable. And the reason is, there's one big problem that we people face from North is the language. So in South, language. I was not able to understand anything, and they were not able to understand anything from me. Right. So here, the Hindi-speaking population is big. Then about the food. So food is kind of similar. Then comes the schooling. That's also important. So I checked out. Fortunately, we found a very good school. So my kid is in 4th class. He's studying in Podar. Podar is very good chain here in Maharashtra and Goa. So fortunately, we got admission, and that is the moment I thought, this is good. And something which is very, very suitable for the business is that Chief Minister is very supportive here. So recently, I had a meeting with Chief Minister, and it's like unlike Delhi and Mumbai or any other place, here the Chief Minister is very, very humble, and I found that he's very keen, and he was saying to everybody, to all entrepreneurs, call me. So he's like, I've never seen this kind of Chief Minister who says, call me when you need support, you are creating jobs, gentlemen, you call me. So that is the kind of, I met the IT minister here, and she was so humble. So because it is a small state, richest state in India, and they are really, really serious about creating the employments for Goans. So, and now I am Goan, so I'm definitely thinking about creating more employment, not just here, in the entire country. And fortunately, by God's grace, it's going very well. And this is amazing place. Pollution is absolutely zero. Rich in water, so water resources are good, and water quality is good. We don't install an RO. No need for RO. Right, and people are awesome. Obviously, everybody must be knowing that people in Goa are really, really good. Right. So that is, crime rate is almost zero. The place where I live, I have never heard about any crime happening here. And I'm living near to the nature. So sometimes I see snakes going, sometimes I see Komodo dragon, a lot of things happening. A lot of birds come here, peacocks and all. So it's good. This is called living. So anybody wants to come, meet me, stay with me, most welcome.
Shishir, I'd like to meet you. I'm in South Goa.
Yeah, definitely. I stay in Kadamba.
Oh, you stay in Kadamba? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also travel to Goa for vacation once in a year. So
most welcome, sir. Most welcome. Let's meet. Right. So again, this is one of the major advantage. Anybody can come. It was difficult for people to come over to Delhi, but it's very easy for everybody to come to Goa. So that's good. Plus, a lot of events happen here, and fortunately, all the major funding events are getting recorded in Goa now. Right. So I'm not naming those companies, but I've seen 3 major companies having their events of funding here in Goa already happening. So this is good for us. That is why creating base in Goa is really, really good for the business. And then we have more plans to, expand not just in India, to entire world. Okay. Any other question, or shall we move on to what we'll be doing?
One question from my side. What is who are your gurus or inspirations, in life?
Very good question, in fact. So, you must be knowing the founder of TIE.
Sorry.
The TIE, the Indus Entrepreneur?
Yeah, I mean, I know the organization, but don't know what founder.
Kaval Rekhi, sir.
Oh, yes.
Right.
I know. Okay.
Kaval Rekhi is the person. He said, Shichar, I moved to US with 100 rupees in my pocket. So this guy is awesome. And you must have seen this model of startup lanes is similar to the model of TIE. Right? Not same, but similar. So a lot of inspiration has been taken. Then our chief advisor, Shri S.K. Mathur, he was the president of Reliance Industries, Dhirubhai Ambani Group. 85 years old guy. If you meet him, talk to him, you can never say that he's 85. He looks like 60. So amazing person. So a lot of things I learned from him. A lot of things I have learned from Kaval sir. And I cannot say that only one guru is there, because life is all about learning. Every day I learn, and I've learned lot of things from Sandeep Maheshwari's videos. I've learned lot of things from Vivek Bindra's. So a lot of people are there. I cannot say one person is my guru. And but yes, if you ask me, devotionally or in terms of religion, I'm a follower of Sai Baba. So I only follow as a guru. Sai Baba is my guru. So I have been visiting Shirdi 4 times when I was in Delhi. Now I'm in Goa. I hope after the pandemic every month, or maybe twice a month, because it's overnight from here. And I follow at least few things from Sai Satcharitra, the holy book, which was written, on the teachings of Baba. One is very important, which is I always follow that whether person is good or bad, never ever, give them underpayment, or do not withhold anybody's payments. So this is a very good practice that we follow entirely at Startup Lanes also. Even an employee or any of our vendors, anybody, even people who have cheated us, we have paid them complete payments, whatever they deserve, and whatever even somebody resigns or gives us notice, leaves in between, we just pay them well, entire payment. So this is something, it is written in Sai Satcharitra that do not underpay anybody. I follow this very, very seriously, and lot of other things, So that is the basic principle. I studied into a school called St. Clair's, initially in Agra. Afterwards, I studied into Guru Harkishan. Guru Harkishan school is a Sikh school, and I learned about Seva. All the fundamentals of Startup Lanes are built on Seva's principles, to serve the society. And you might see lot of that reflecting in my day-to-day actions. Wherever I am there, at social media or whatever resources I have, I always try to utilize those resources for the benefit of people, because this I understand, whatever we do comes back to us, multiplied. So that's about it. And I think we can move on to what we are going to do, how this is going to add value, what kind of functioning we'll be having, and what is the way. So Startup Lanes is structured into, 2 teams. One is the salary team, others is the franchisee team, that is the regional directors and chapter directors and all. So there is a support of salary team, that is the community managers. We call them community managers. And besides that, Startup Lanes is divided into lot of different segments and sections. So we have our in-house media company called SL Media. This is again a division, not a full-fledged company. Initially, we floated these as companies, but we merged everything into one. So now SL Media is same as Startup Lanes, just a division of Startup Lanes. We have lot of video editors inside it, lot of content writers, lot of script writers. So we do a lot of video work. Then we have one major division of chartered accountancy. So we are having in-house CAs and accountants, as well as we are outsourcing this work to lot of our gold members. Legal. SL Legal is another organization which is a division now. So we have a complete law firm inside Startup Lanes. From all across India, we have the lawyers with us. So we can, and really we are really cost effective. So this is another. Then we have social media department, wherein we are managing social media accounts of our clients. Very good service and very well taken considered by the clients. Within 3,000 rupees per month, we are offering all 4 channels management, which is LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Every day there is a post, graphics, and contents from our side. 3,000 only, right? So we are very cost effective. And another major division is called SL Angels. This is the angel network that is for domestic investors. Another is the angel network we have is called NRI Angels, which is for NRIs and PIOs. PIO means people of Indian origin living abroad, right? Both has been segmented because their ticket size is different, and the formalities of investments also differ. So these departments are majorly active department. Beside that, which is another core department, is called SL Entrepreneurs, which has all the entrepreneur communities, so we raise funds, we help entrepreneurs scale up operations through consultancy, we provide them branding opportunities, and also we provide them the sales leads. So I will be explaining that also, but let me tell you about the community managers first. So we already have communities of entrepreneurs. These are the WhatsApp groups we have created. Now there lot of entrepreneurs are there. Now what we will be doing is we will assign one community manager and map it with one or two regional directors, so that they can connect you with at least five entrepreneurs in a day, right? Not more, not less. So we understand that we should not give you this kind of responsibility that you have to make the calls. They will set up calls for you, right? All you have to do is understand and analyze their business and find out an opportunity. You can even go as a business consultant to them, tell them that I will find out where the gap is, because Startup Lanes is able to fulfill all their requirements, right? Let it be a gap in the processes, systems, or they might be requiring some service, right? We save their costs. So it's all about money, right? People only want money. So money comes from two ways. Either you make sales, right? Or you borrow money, right? So we help them make more money by helping them in their sales. We also help them get funding. And beside that, on the other side, we also help them by reducing their cost. How can we reduce the cost? I will come to that. But funding, branding, and sales, that covers up everything, right? This is what a business needs, right? And besides that knowledge, we also have that system. So that is why we call ourselves as the ecosystem, right? So at least 5 calls, if you get connected, it might take you half an hour, 40 minutes, I don't know, depending upon your style, preferences. You can interact with a lot of entrepreneurs, and every day you can find out an opportunity to get some revenue and make some money, because end of the day, everybody should make some money, right? So this is how the system will work. We have prepared a basic training document for all of you. This is a written document, and we have scheduled daily calls, or maybe one call in 2 days, depending upon your availability with Shubhit, so that at least for 20 minutes, you can have a discussion every day, right? We should be connected. And whenever I'm needed, weekly, I will be available, maybe 15 days in, or maybe, 2 weeks, or maybe at least 2 times in a month, 3 times in a month, depending upon how much need is there. We can have a team meeting together, finding your queries, solving all your problems. We have divided the business into 2 segments. One is small ticket, another is big ticket. Now you must be thinking, why small ticket business? Because small ticket business is something which is reoccurring income for life, and big ticket business will be generally one time. Like big ticket is getting a VC funding for a startup. So if we arrange VC funding for a startup, minimum funding will be $1 million. That is 7.5 crores. We charge 4%. So multiply that 4% is around 30 lakh rupees, right? So 30 lakh rupees comes to us for funding, one funding of a VC, through a VC for one particular startup, and your cut goes to you. If there is, say, one funding in a month, and I'll tell you why it is not very difficult. I will tell you that. But if there is one funding in a month, at least you are making 3 to 3.5 lakh rupees just by referring a startup, right? This is point one. Another is we have in-house arrangements as well as outsourcing arrangements for app development. This is also a very good business. So generally apps get developed for 5 to 10 lakhs. This is an average I'm telling you, which is on the minima side. If you go on maximum side, app can cost you 30 lakh, 40 lakh also, right? But I'm taking a very general example, 5 to 10 lakh, and let us take only minimum of 5 lakhs. So that is 5 lakh rupees. And if we get 2 apps developed in a month, which is also not very difficult, right? Because we have in-house team, we are offering something which is less than the market price. And we can also outsource this depending if we can't do this. Now, this is also an income for life, because what happens is there is a maintenance cost that is there forever life of app maintaining, right? Another is social media management. Social media is going to stay for at least 15 years. It's not going anywhere. So once a client is there for social media, we have non-drop clients. They are not going anywhere because we have disrupted the market. So 36,000 is what we charge. We don't charge them monthly. We charge them 3,000 per month, but billing is annual, total advance. 36,000 we get from one client, right? Getting one client, not right now, but later on, per day is also not very difficult if you start connecting with a lot of founders, because a lot of references will come. If you want to see the testimonials, we are now uploading all those testimonials at YouTube. A lot of testimonials, around 15-20 have already been uploaded. We have more than 200 testimonials, and this is the testimonial that we have extracted from the natural videos that people gave us. If we start taking testimonials from each of our client specifically, then it will be huge, because we are doing 4,000 to 4,500 invoices now. This is a big number. The ticket size might be small, but in number of invoices is really huge. So we are onboarding a lot of new clients every time. Once a client in digital stays for the client, because we are offering low pricing for everything. Another division, like I told you, chartered accountancy is lifelong income. People cannot take out this function of this service of income tax filing, GST returns, annual filing, ROCs, legal also. So this is a bundle that we offer them. Funding might happen only once, it is not every day's thing. These services happen every day. So that gives us reoccurring revenue. And the most important aspect, the vendor sourcing part, that is everything which will give each one of us the good amount of money. That is how I'll tell you what happens is, we are smaller sellers, bigger consumers, right? So one company or profession, whatever you get into, we deliver or manufacture one type of goods, 2 type, 5, 10, 20 maximum, right? Not everything. But from our hair to bottom, from hair to shoe, we are consuming everything. If you start counting, you might be surprised that we are consuming every day, around 20-25 products every day. And in a month, maybe more than 100-150 products every month. We are bigger consumers. So all we have to do is, we just say, okay, if we save your cost as a businessman, as an entrepreneur, what do you want? You want to save your cost? We will save your cost. How? By giving you more vendors, efficient vendors, effective vendors, by giving you opportunity, and that is how we create competition among the vendors and reduce the prices, so that our client gets benefited. And there we charge a markup fee of 10%. And this service is called managed escrow as a service, wherein we are managing this entire process. We are front leading. For the buyer, we are the supplier, right? We become the aggregators. We do our billing, we do our contracts, so the next time the business comes, it will come to Startup Lanes again. And this is the lead we provide to everybody. So suppose there is a lawyer looking for website development or app development. What we'll be doing is, we take this lead and circulate this within the communities. So we have 2 types of membership: bronze membership and gold membership. Bronze members are free members. They can join anytime in the WhatsApp communities and stay connected. Now, when they see that there is an opportunity of app development, so generally the app development companies, they would like to take this order. They would like to pitch to the client. But we ask them, that time we stop them and we ask them, are you a gold member? They say no. Okay, then become the gold member. So sometimes they become after 2 or 3 times leads, or sometimes they become after, seeing the lead for 6 months, 5 months. Nobody knows when will they convert, but they definitely convert when they keep on seeing those leads coming into the system, right? So this is point number one. This is how gold members get excited, right, to become gold members. Bronze member convert into gold members, and when they when the buyer gets the services through us, buyer is very happy and satisfied because we manage the entire thing and we take a cut of 10%. This cut is regular. This will come every time. Every time we do a transaction, we get a cut of 10%, right? So there also there is an income. Whatever flows through a regional director, whatever is communicated, whatever is channelized through a regional director goes to the regional director, and you will be having your own team also. What you can do is you can ask the gold members to become chapter directors. We don't charge them a special fee, and no, there's no extra fee, right? So what happens is they will start referring business. They will also handle their own territories. They will take up a lot of events, and more chapter directors are mapped to you better opportunities of business. There is a sharing of 80-20. Now, when you have a chapter director and the business comes through chapter director, 80% of the revenue earned from this particular transaction, that means qualified revenue, goes to the chapter director. 20% comes to the regional director. I'll put a halt here so that you can again ask me questions before we move ahead.
So, Shishir, Prasenjit here. So my question is regarding the dates you spoke about. Is it only the telephone conversations, or sometimes we may have to visit to their offices or factories to identify them?
See, this is entirely upon you. In case I will tell you about how we can get big ticket business. So let's suppose if you are getting a connect of a co-working space where 200 entrepreneurs are there. So that time we have to take appointment, arrange an event there, free event, wherein we'll be taking along one chartered accountant, one lawyer, and maybe one business consultant along with us. And they will help take a session, help others, everybody solving their taxation queries, legal queries, free of cost. Whatever business comes, obviously will be routed through startup lanes. So depends entirely upon how much business you are getting. One program we have is called CXO Connect. We connect with top 500 CXOs, 500 company CXOs in India. So we approach them to interview them. So what happens is everybody knows about the managing director of big companies. Like you might be knowing who's the managing director of Reliance, right? Mukesh Ambani, everybody knows. But who knows who's the CTO of Reliance, or who's the CFO? We never know, right? So these guys, they have this urge, they have this excitement when media approach them. But unfortunately, mainstream media is not approaching. Times of India is not approaching them until and unless there is an event. Something related to finance, then Times of India will reach them, but not really every day. Plus, nobody is interested in their personal life. What we do is we go to the CFO of Reliance and these kind of companies and tell them, sir, we want to hear you. We want your story, and we want to share your story to inspire the upcoming entrepreneurs, because we understand CXOs are taking the corporate decisions of the country, right? You are as important as the entrepreneurs, even more important, because big ticket business goes to you, right? You take the decisions. Government, power comes from public, right? Power comes from people. Big ticket money is public money always. This is a rule. Right, that money goes to the government. Government gives it to big companies, the corporate sector, because startups and SMEs can't take it. They are not eligible for it. And then this business is divided, subletted to small companies and SMEs through these big companies. So who takes the decision for the country? Obviously, these CXOs. Now we connect with these CXOs, and this gives us an opportunity to take that business and give it directly to the startups, right? So in the past, this has happened. Like, for example, we invited the vice president of HDFC Bank. This guy came to our Mumbai event. And in the event, he said, I want application to be developed for HDFC FinTech. And this application work was given to one of the startups. We gave them 20 odd startups to choose from. And one of one of the startup qualified, and it was a 48 lakh rupees order. Not small, right? So these kind of opportunities do come from the CXOs, because these CXOs have their cost centers, their decision making for the big companies they represent. And also these CXOs become the angel investors because they have the money, they have surplus funds, they want to make more money. And all of you can approach them like our team is approaching. You can approach them for the same purpose. All you have to do is connect with the CXO, give it to us. We will complete the interview, video interview, publish it. And this is just a formality, to be honest, to connect with the CXO. And this gives us a very strong relationship because nobody else is doing it. Another thing that we are doing is we are creating a list of top 100 startups. Recently, we did for EdTech startups. So what we do is we create a list of top 100 startups, tag them on Facebook, LinkedIn, other social media. They feel very happy that now we are among top 100, and they start promoting us. Because of this, even their CXOs get to know about us. Even their staff get to know about us. Later on, when they start their business, because most of the entrepreneurs are coming from the startup side also, who are employees of the startup, they think about starting their own. So when they start, they recognize Startup Lanes, and that is how we are branding ourselves. In fact, this is just one part of it. I told you, we are doing hell lot of activities to promote ourselves. Going further, we'll be discussing, but I don't think so. Today's meeting is enough. So now 1 hour has been gone. So let's take your question and answers now, and then we can call off this meeting.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Obviously,
whatever business comes, is it a part of the entire group, or it is going to be individual based? How does it work? How does the system work?
Yeah, this is individual. That means if somebody, you introduce one person into the system, and suppose you introduce an investor, that investor puts in 10 lakh rupees, right? So whatever calculation of commission is calculated will be your commission. Obviously, our team has incentives, but you will be getting your cut because you introduced that person. Now, suppose you appointed 2 chapter directors, they also introduce one investor. So what would happen is whatever revenue, whatever commission comes up will be shared 80% with the chapter director because they have directly done it, and 20% with you, right? So, but what we have done is we have made it passive income. Actively, we are working. Our team that means the salary team of Startup Lanes is already working, right? So the moment you introduce an investor, our system actively takes it up. Every Saturday we have the demo days. Today also we had a demo day, and even the demo day, while the demo day was going on, I got 3 commitments from the investors who were listening, watching this demo day and asking question, and they informed me this. One of them called me from Singapore and he said, Shishir, I'll be putting X amount of money. You just give priority to me because I'm calling you the first. So this is actually what is happening. Every Saturday, every week, we are receiving funding for the startups we refer. This is actually really good time despite of the pandemic, right? So by God's grace, every startup which is coming to us is coming back funded, right? It's not small thing. It's really something which is good. And this is happening, right? This is happening. Today, it was demo day for Crypt Media. And fortunately, they for an investment of 50 lakh, they got 75 investors. Even if every investor puts in 1 lakh, then also we are going to achieve 50 lakh or more than that, right? So that is how. So once what we are doing with the investors is we don't ask them to become a paid member initially. We just tell them, okay, you come to us, take 6 months of free membership, and your first till you invest for the first time, it is free, or 6 months. And second investment, you have to become a paid member. You have to take the membership, pay 25,000 for 3 years, and that's about it. Earlier, this fees was 1.25 lakhs for 1 year. Now we have made it only 25,000 for 3 years. And that person, obviously who's investor, can also opt in as a regional director as well, right? So this will help. The more regional directors we have, automatically we have more investors coming to the system. When we have more investors coming to the system, more entrepreneurs will join in, more fundings will happen, our brand name will become more popular, and this positive chain reaction will continue, right? And that is exactly what is happening, right? So everybody is introducing their investors. They just have to introduce, right? We don't enforce any person to invest, right? We just tell them, show them the opportunity, right? Why a lot of people, you must have heard, startup investing is very, very risky, the startup fail and all that, you know? But you must have seen, on the other hand, most of the startup founders, you know, they become investors. Why? Right? You must have been knowing about Kunal Shah. Kunal Shah is a very well-known investor, right? Sanjay Mehta. This guy, Sanjay Mehta, was telling me in a personal conversation, he was saying, Shishir, startup investing is very, very risky. Don't get into it. And Sanjay Mehta is the biggest investor now, right? So people who were thinking that startup investment will not be successful, they are investing the most. And this is actually what happened in US, right? You must have heard about one lady who used to come to Google's office for massage, massage of the employees. When Google got listed, she became a millionaire, right? Just because of the stocks. So startups are so strong. There are not one or two, there are several hundreds of success stories in US, now in India also. Nazara Technologies, Zomato, and there are several others. Indigo Paints. Indigo got funded from Sequoia, and there is angel funding. I today, saw this video of this Gaurav Munjal. Gaurav Munjal is the founder of Unacademy. So it got uploaded to our YouTube channel, and you can also see that. In 2012, he was not knowing that he will be able to create so big. Now it is a $5 billion company. When Gaurav contacted me he was the founder of this company called FlatChat, which got acquired by Common Floor. So he never thought about this. And a lot of founders I met in earlier times, 91 Springboard founder and all. I'm sorry, is it question for me, or somebody got unmuted in personal conversation? Anyways, so we, never knows which company will become big. And if you go into the past and see a lot of companies which has become unicorns and decacorns now, they were looking for investments, even 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees those days. They were not knowing they can become this big, including Ola, including Oya. I saw this pitch of Bhavish Agrawal, founder of Ola. He was also looking for 50 lakh rupees those days, right? Imagine if somebody invested 50 lakh, Anupam Mittal invested 1.5 crores. His money became 835 crores in 6 years, right? So this is how this big investment is. Further questions, please.
So, Shishir, another question from my side, Prasthit here. So, are we also helping some small companies? They are not startup yet because they have been in the industry for a long period of time, plus maybe 30, 40 years, still struggling. So, are we also looking at those companies and helping? Because in Calcutta area, they are the main.
I'll share my analysis with you. So, we conducted a survey, and in our research we found that there are only 10,000 startups in India, right? So if startup lanes only focus on startups, then it won't need a needle, it won't move anything. We can't even survive. So then in further research we found there are 13 crore SMEs in India. That is huge. That is really big, right? So our definition of government is different. We don't consider any company as a startup by age. We consider every company as a startup who is innovative, and this innovation could come in two types, which is the phenomenal universal It is called disruption. This disruption can happen in two ways, either in price or convenience. So anybody selling a good product which is similar to the leader, right, and selling at a lower price and more convenience is a startup. I'm giving you a very simple definition, right? So anybody selling a homogeneous product which is similar to the leader, market leader, selling that product, somebody selling Maggi noodles, unbranded Maggi noodles, but the product quality is similar, right? And selling it for 30%, 40% less price, I can write it on stamp paper, I can make this company big. Because everything is dependent upon price and convenience, right? This is a universal phenomenon, I'm telling you, not just India, all across the world. This is how disruption happens. You sell a good product that means the product should be similar to the market leader. And if you are able to innovate and make the price lower and make it available to the customer easily, then we can call it a startup and we can scale it up, right? So every company, our criteria is just 10,000 rupees per month revenue, 10,000 rupees per month, which is almost every company can has, right? And good innovative product line or disruptive services and it should not be B2B. We have to avoid B2B because I'm sharing my secret with you. If you look at the world, entire number of fundings in the world, you will find very less number of startups into B2B segment have been funded. And the reason is very simple. What will you do with the funds? Suppose a B2B company gets 1 crore rupees. They cannot get B2B customers in one day or maybe in a month by spending this amount. But B2C companies, it's very easy. They can do digital marketing. They can acquire more customers. No time. Overnight, they can acquire customers. So that is, if a company is B2C, we prefer those companies. B2C companies get funded easily because investors want their money to go into digital marketing. Not necessarily a rule of thumb, but yes, this is majorly what is happening, right? And we have created a formula 85-15. 85% of the money received from funding should go into customer acquisition. If it is happening, if the projection sheet shows that, go for it, right? That is a very good investment. If this formula is not getting suited, if they're investing into plant machinery, anything else more than 15%, don't go for it. So this is what we tell our investors, and that is how, while we prepare those projection sheets, one thing I missed out to tell you, that is the major revenue stream for us. It is called pitch deck bundle. Every startup that comes to us to raise funds, they need this because they don't know how to create their pitch deck. They don't know how to create their valuation, and they don't know how to create their projection sheet. This projection sheet gives the exact amount of funding required, right? Most of the founders, they give vague numbers. I require 5 crores, I need 10 crores, 5 crores, 2 crores, 50 lakhs, without any base. So this projection sheet gives the exact amount of funding and how they will deploy this funding every month, right? Plus the valuation. Most of the startups, they don't know how much their company is valued. So we do a valuation which is proprietary. I propounded the 10th method of valuation called fair share method of valuation. We do that, and this is a monopoly, nobody else, because it is my method. Nobody else has that. And this is the most comprehensive method in the world right now. So this is why we just have to explain the founders that if you get a wrong valuation, you are losing crores. So get the valuation done, get your projection sheet done right way, because if you don't have this, you won't get any kind of funding. Don't make it difficult for the investor to take decision. You have to make it easy, right? So when they understand, we make the pitch deck, and this is called the pitch deck bundle. We charge $1,100 US dollars if it is from abroad. India, 75,000 rupees. And this is really very, very cheap in comparison to the international markets. In international markets, it's very, very expensive. Some people charge $15,000, some charge at least $5,000. We are charging only $1,100. In India, approximately $1,000. That is 75,000. And it's a big value. It's a really big value. Because on pitch deck itself, it takes us 10 business days to make it. 4 teams work on a pitch deck. So we are giving them very good value, and this will definitely work very well. And that is another major revenue stream that can help the regional directors get some good amount of cuts, right?
Good evening, Shishir. This is Sandeep Handa. Can I ask a question?
Definitely, sir. Why not?
Okay. The service offerings, what you are saying, where can we get the details about all this? Like you explained, it was nice. Like you said about pitch deck and all these. Now, to really pitch it to the clients, you need to have a solid base. Do we do it, or do you want your official team to do it?
Right.
How do you want to go about it?
Right. I have. I'll show you the screen. We have created something called funnels, right? So I'm not sure how many of us are aware about sales funnels, but it is the latest.
Yeah. Okay. Sales funnels, we are aware. Fine.
Right. I'll show you. So it is the latest way of qualifying the leads. I'll show you the screen, and those funnels are there. We'll put your references in case you want. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So let us suppose we are looking for an angel investor. An angel investor want to know. So here angel investor will go to this angel investing section. This is the funnel which is created, right? So a lot of psychology has been used. A lot of time has been taken creating this, and we have also created a video of this, right? So after this, in this funnel, we have a very small link, which will be visible only when somebody is carefully reading. And this link also has some psychological effect. Yes, I want to become an angel investor. Here, the person is confirming, and subconscious mind is getting this instruction. When this form is filled, a very simple form. When this form is filled, it goes into our CRM. Simple, right? Okay. Now, this reference, we will put your name also. So investor or anybody who's coming will mention your name. Automatically, your community manager will inform you, and we can give you the CRM if you want. If you have time to use the CRM, go for it. If you don't have time to use the CRM, take the help of the community managers, right? We can give you CRM, and all the leads can come into the CRM, and your community managers can help you set up the meetings and all, right? Because we are on one way incentivizing them also. I'll show you another funnel. Suppose somebody wants to know how this funding works, and everything has been written in a very, very detailed manner, simple and detailed. Every step is mentioned. See, and you will not find this anywhere because most of the angel networks want to keep these things as a secret, right? We have opened up everything. This is the entire funding process. First, pitch deck is required. So first segment is preparation. We require a pitch deck. This is what I told you, right? Financial projections, valuations. Then check whether the pitch deck, and this is written that most of the pitch decks are wrong and people are losing. We have mentioned the amount also, so that the client does not say that I was not told about it, right? There is no last moment shockers. Then third step is application. Fourth step is connect with team. Then mock pitching. Then approval by the team. Then there is a funding mandate to be signed, which is the legal agreement, right? Then there is a legal fee of 1,000 rupees. This is just a formality, but it is written as a step. Then we prepare the research report. Then we make a teaser, then promo video, demo day. Everything is mentioned step by step. There are 24 steps till the next round. Right, self-explanatory. Please go to this page and you will get to know all these. Then there is a application link, another funnel, get funding for startup, right? So first of all, it is explained what is bootstrapping. Then why do startups raise fund, right? This funnel is creating a psychological, convincing the person to raise fund. So by the time this guy or girl reaches the end, this big article, right? By the time they reach, there is very small one, right? It says, if you don't have a pitch deck, read this. We have given I'll show you this link also, right? Double check that the pitch deck is okay, right? After that, yes, I want to pitch to Startup Lanes team. Again, very small one. Only people who are carefully reading will find it. I'll show you the pitch deck funnel also. So everything is carefully made under services. And I was telling you about vendor sourcing. This is the first service that we are offering. This gives us the opportunity, People come to us, fill up this form when they want to save their cost. And this becomes our lead. Somebody's need is somebody's lead. So I was showing you the pitch deck into funding. Pitch deck. Now this is an informative article. I have written it myself. What is pitch deck? What is the objective? Do I need pitch deck? Okay, if I'm ready, how do I prepare pitch deck? What is the format? Can we use template for making pitch deck? It is written. So it is explained. Don't use the template. Why? Which slide should pitch deck contain? I have written each slide myself, high page, and I have explained everything. So nobody can say that you just want money. We have explained everything. Still, if they are not able to make it, then we say, okay, take the help of our team. And this is what generally what happens, because it is not their specialization. This is what they do. They apply for funding, or yes, I want my pitch deck to be developed by Startup Lanes. And in the reference, we can take your name in the reference, or the person will just, after applying, inform you, and automatically you just have to inform the community manager team. We can give you the billing access directly. If you want to do the billing yourself, go ahead. If you don't want to do the billing, inform your community manager, they will do the billing. Both things are available, right? So we are mapping a community manager who will be working like an account manager, will also help you in doing your appointments and all, and we'll set up at least 5 meetings. You just have to motivate that community manager so that he or she actively works and connects. If you are not taking calls and his or her efforts are getting wasted, obviously she will feel demotivated, and automatically you will be complaining that you are not able to get revenue. So that is how things will be working. If you are really having time, putting in good efforts along with our team, which are salaried, they will definitely set up 5 calls. And if they set up 5 calls every day for you, people of your cadre can definitely, because your experience, your level, everything is far better than our salary team, because those people, community managers, are experienced between 1 to 3 years only. So good entrepreneurs and investors would like to meet people like you and me, at least who can talk on every topic, who have knowledge, who have a certain commitment. So that is how the conversion comes more. When we talk, you talk, this kind of conversion will be higher, right?
One more question. Sorry, just one second.
Yeah, Handaji, please.
Thank you, sir. The CM, when do we get linked up with the respective CMs?
Yeah, so that Shubhit will be assisting you in that.
Fine.
Right, Shubhit will.
Thank you.
Community manager.
Shishir, I have a question here.
Please.
Regarding this cost saving solutions, what we discussed earlier, we have the vendors offering the services, or we have some products also?
We have the products also, like industrial shoes. We have a lot of products are there. We have 7,700 entrepreneurs. I'll tell you basic thing. How do we do? And you also, we expect all of you to do this for sure, because that is how the community scales up. What we do is we search using the keyword founder. I'll show you, in fact, I'll show you the screen. And that is how we connect with the founders. We outreach them. We connect with those founders. I'll show you my screen. Let me go to Google. I hope my screen is visible.
Yeah.
So if I write founder, LinkedIn, founder Delhi site, linkedin.com. This will reveal Deepak Chauhan, Kunal Shah, Rajat Srivastava. This is one way of doing it, right? If you do it on Google, you will get a lot of founders, right? And you can also search by the name of the companies. You can go to Your Story. There are so many news sites, and you can connect with those founders. Another way is you go to LinkedIn and do the same thing. Search founder and select the location as Delhi. then you will be getting the founders. We connect, we send them outreach, we connect with those founders. And the moment they connect, we have a chit chat and invite them to join our community, the WhatsApp group of that particular city. What happens is when they join, they become a part of the community as a bronze member, right? And we have a system of issuing them cards also, ID cards, free of cost, right? So this ID card, when we give them, plus other benefits. So I'll show you one page. You know, I have to share the screen, stop this and share it again. I'll show you one page, which is the benefit of becoming you're part of Startup Lanes. A very simple one, but very powerful one. So here in the Startup Lanes website, in the founders, we go benefit of Startup Lanes for entrepreneurs. Even the gold membership benefit is written, right? So this tells about what benefits entrepreneur gets, and these are the benefits even for the free members. Obviously, there are options, they can become gold members, but these are the top 10 points. Very quickly they can find out, and this is actually what helps them take the decision of joining the WhatsApp group. When they join the WhatsApp group, that is what we are doing now. So, you know, when we have one-on-one call with that particular entrepreneur, you know, then we have a scope. What we can do is we can become like a business analyst and ask their system and processes, create a checklist, right? We may ask them, do you have offer letter? Do you give offer letter to your employees? I have seen most of them don't. You know, do you have a privacy policy at your website? They say, okay, we don't. I have seen most of the websites don't have a privacy and payment policy, right? So this is a scope. You know, when we write down, okay, you don't have a privacy policy, we can connect to the lawyer in the Startup Lanes system, give them access, tell them, you know, set up a price, get this service done. So every day we'll be having opportunities. You know, we just have to find out, and whatever they are missing, why would they do? You know, there are a lot of appeals. Some are fear appeals, like for legal. If they don't have a privacy or payment policy, they can really have to face a lot of issues of payments and all. But if they have a privacy and payment policy, automatically even their Google rankings improve, right? So when you have a payment and privacy policy, because Google also gives some consideration to this. So we just have to tell them their benefits and consequences of not having that, and automatically they sign up. When we ask them, do you have a CRM? Again, a lot of SMEs don't have a CRM, right? So we can give them a CRM. We can actually give them anything, because we have 7,700 entrepreneurs in our system, which are bronze members, but they're actively there in the system, you know? And we can source anything directly or indirectly through them. We just have to circulate in the communities, and that is how it comes. And both sides we benefit, you know, from we get commissions by getting this deal done, and we get gold members also, you know, because we don't give them even the lead until and unless they become the gold member. We show them the lead, but contact details are only given when they become the gold member.
So our first effort should be towards the direction of getting them in either in the bronze category, bronze membership, so that they can join the WhatsApp group. Is it right?
Right. So what we'll be doing is we will be giving you access to the WhatsApp group. You can become the admin, and our community managers will introduce you and set up one-by-one calls with the members, you know. So it is when they start knowing you, you will be having an opportunity to interact and create relationship, references, and scan for opportunities to serve, you know. Because we are an ecosystem, we can give them everything. In case we don't have that in-house, we can source that particular service or product from other entrepreneurs, right? So everywhere there is an opportunity, because generally in every business we require products and services. Our profit margin is 20, 30, 40, could be anything. Rest of the money goes for the expenditures only, right? So if we just deduct the salaries and rent, we are spending mostly on the inputs of the business, which are services and product that we consume to create the final product, right? And that is what our target is. So that gives us regular business again and again.
Yeah, last small question from me. From where I can see the list of the products and services we can offer to the clients?
No, that is an endless list. We can't even prepare that, We tried preparing a directory of, but again, 7,700 members. So this would be solved only through the upcoming app that we are having. We earlier it was given to a company, they cheated us, in fact. So now we are doing it in-house. The app might be ready in 6-7 months, but when the app would be ready, then we can list all that. It's not very much, it's not possible, in fact, to create that list. So what we do is we do real time. Whatever we require, we just float in all the communities, all 56 cities where we are operating right now. We float it there and we immediately get responses. Those who are gold members get the connect directly. If they are not gold member, they have to become a gold member. So that pushes the gold membership also. And automatically people who are looking, when you have those leads, when you float those leads, people will be asking for those leads. Then you can ask them to become gold members, and automatically this is an opportunity for business.
Thanks, Shishir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Yeah, so Shishir, I have a question.
Yeah, I have a question. Sorry.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Ladies first.
Yeah, definitely. That's good.
Sorry, Nikita here. I had a question, a very simple one. That post this call, if we have, will we have further trainings? Because if we pitch in a particular service to any vendor or a link that we have, for example, for a pitch deck, how do we actually see the quality of work that has already been done by Startup Lanes? The pitch decks prepared by you guys or the apps made by you guys? So how do we have access to that?
We are see, actually what happens is, I'll tell you, this is a very tricky one. If we show the pitch deck, nobody will take the pitch deck service because they just want to copy it, right? So we are uploading.
I don't want the client to see the pitch deck,
Right.
But if I join you and I need to pitch something, for example, if I'm selling a product, if I am very sure about the product, I'll be able to sell it really well,
Why not?
Because I know everything about it. But then, and it's similar for service also. If I'm very sure about the quality of the service I'm pitching, so I'll be able to pitch it very well, So how do we come to know about the quality of work that you have been doing?
Why not? I'll show you one pitch deck right away, right? That would be good. So just give me a moment. Let me see. In case I have something in my system, I must be having something, at least one or two. Okay. Yeah. Let me show you Smart.io. I'm sharing my screen.
Sure.
Visible?
Yes.
So this is the first slide, which is called high pitch. This, we manufacture the mother of electronics, is called high pitch, right? Second slide, the problem. Now we work on a system called reduction. A lot of clients come to us when they pay, they think they should get more material. They ask, or dal do, or zyada likh do, right? But we tell our employees, the staff, the teams, we train them to reduce. We work on the Apple model, reduction, so that very less information is there, and we project
very less words actually to pitch in, because you'll get very less time to pitch in.
Exactly.
Should be completed in 1 minute.
Right. So this is the problem statement. We have used some icons. This is the solution. I'll try to run through because we are already getting late. Yeah. This is the third slide called market. TAM is addressable market, total serviceable market, then obtainable market. These are the milestones that we put in, whatever milestones have been reached, important ones by a startup. Then the traction. So here, because it was in a revenue stage, so we created this one. We just projected the revenue, and this is the actual revenue. Then what the requirements, very simple way. They are looking for 15 million. The valuation is $15 million. They look for 4 million raise. and for $1.5 million, they have already invested. This is the SWOT analysis. Competitors, only 3 competitors and their market size. That means their market share. This is the product, energy meter, LED driver, RF PCB. So this company, Samatayu, is like, they print the PCBs and they are very cost effective. And fortunately, they are even serving some companies in China. So, it's hard to believe, but even the Chinese companies are getting the PCBs printed from them in India. And there are some KPIs, their clients. These are the founders and the contact details. That's it, right? You want to see any more pitch deck?
No, it's fine. This is good.
Right. So, and we are getting all the testimonials. We are uploading those testimonials every day. Let me show you if this works. I'll try to show you some testimonial, what we are uploading every day. I'll show you. Okay. Let me just share that screen again one more time. Right. Visible?
Yes.
Startup Lanes is doing great job in connecting. Startup Lanes is opening doors. All that. These are the testimonials we are uploading, and every day we are uploading this testimonial. I'll show you one. Voice won't work, I guess, because I have not shared the voice one. I'll try to share. There is one option of share with voice. Let me just share it again. Share with voice.
Angel investors or potential investors. So I think you are doing a great job, and when the future CEOs or coming founders can have a book of what we should say, a library where they can study different business aspects and the knowledge what actually other CEOs or founders shared, where we as personally I haven't got any such kind of information, or in this is a real life experiences like what CEOs actually shared. I feel that you're doing a great job. All the best for you, the whole team.
Right? Yeah, thank you, Shishir. So Shishir, I have a question. This is Shishir. So how it moves now? What will be the next step, and when the next steps will happen? So can you give us some idea about the timelines?
Yeah. So Monday, Shobit will be mapping with the community managers. And community managers will add you into the WhatsApp group, make you admin, and the moment you say yes, they will start connecting you with 5 entrepreneurs every day. They will set up your meetings, depending upon the time you have. Right? If you have less time, take less number of calls. This is up to you. You tell them, right? They will be reporting to you directly, and you tell them, and they will connect you with the community, people, entrepreneurs. And then in case you will be having queries, lot of queries will be solved by these community managers. You can connect with Shubhit. He's there full time in your support. And then we would recommend and require one call at least in a day with everyone. I know that not everyone would be available every day, but we should have at least 20 minutes call per day, at least for the next 1 month, so that all your queries are resolved. This is what we want. I don't call it support. I think this is mandatory, necessary, required to support at this particular moment for at least one month. It is in the benefit of everyone, right? But in case you are not available, you let Shubhit know. Probably you can join the day after, but at least try to be available thrice or 4 times in a week, so that you can have one-on-one. And it is also important for all of you to interact with other IDs in the community, among that batch. That is why we have created batch 1, so that everybody can learn from everybody's experience, right? What worked for you, how you are doing it, how you are able to find out what your experience are most precious and important to be shared with others, right? And that is how, as a community, as batch 1, as a company, as an organization, as a society ecosystem, we will grow together. So that would be my humble request to everyone. Initially for a month, please try to give at least 20 minutes a day for the call with Shobhit. We can have a Zoom call, whatever, team meeting, Google Meet, or whatever is more suitable to you. And that's how we can take it ahead. And the moment you have some more queries, you might take time in understanding the entire system. But yes, the first invoicing is extremely important. The moment you start getting business, automatically you will be streamlining everything, right? And like I told you, in case you want your separate CRM to be made, most welcome. We can do that. We can create your login. We can give you password and everything. And if you want your email ID, corporate mail ID, anything you want, everything is available, right? Already we are ahead of time, but I'll try to show you the CRM so that.
So are we using HubSpot or?
No, this is a proprietary one. You are not using HubSpot. And so in the sales we have a very simple one. We can create invoices. We can do find out all the payments made by the clients. Lead section is there. Very simple one. Very simple one. Right. So lot of leads are there in the system. I'll show you. This is my admin I'm using. So all the leads come directly to me. These are the leads. You can see. The first lead says Amit Kumar Singh, franchisee applied. That means regional director who are coming into the system. Then second is social media lead. This means people who want the social media management. Third is entrepreneur, a company called Bondre Green. They have applied to pitch to startup lanes. Right. Fourth is they want pitch deck. Then fifth one is angel investor who want to invest. Then again pitch deck, the CA services. Then franchisee, the regional director. Then angel investor. Then franchisee applied. So these kind of leads regularly come into the system, right? See. So what we can do is, in case you want, we can give you these leads, and I'll show you something very important. I was, like I have told you about, we have the experts, functional experts. So there are many leads in the system for functional expert, 25 into 192 leads, right? So we can give you these. We have not called them yet. We want to give it to regional directors. These functional experts prepare the corporate trainings. You just have to evaluate, collaborate, and there is a sharing between regional director, functional expert, and startup lanes. And when we run the courses within the same community, we can run the courses. Startup lanes can provide them certifications, and that's how we can have additional income, right? So we can give you these leads as well. These are a lot of leads. And then the community managers can connect you with the, let me show you a WhatsApp group. I have to stop sharing and then again share because it does not share the different screens. I'll show you the WhatsApp one. WhatsApp. Right. So let's take the group, any group, Delhi. Right. So there are 5 groups in Delhi. Let's see Delhi. Lot of entrepreneurs are there. $239 participants, right? So these are the people who are there in the Delhi entrepreneur group, right? What we can do is we can make one of you as an admin, and then our community team can connect you one by one with these people, and you can also add. It is it is something which we have to do together. Community managers will also add members, and regional directors should also add members, because, and actually what happens is, if regional directors directly add members, your chances of converting them becomes very high. And this is something you can do easily through LinkedIn. Once you connect with anybody in your location, automatically you can show them the benefits and then ask their phone number. You can directly add or ask your community manager to add, right? So, and this is something which will be the most important aspect of everything, because until and unless we keep on adding members, the community will not grow. Existing people will definitely connect with you, but the chances of getting business from new members will be higher. Okay. So I think we are already ahead of time. Do you have any other question?
No, we would like to have more time with you, so we can have something next week also.
Yeah, we
So
can try for.
Yeah, we can. So this will give us a connectivity also, such that we didn't get the session completed. So that will be adding point of a relay race.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So no, I mean that would add, because it's a never-ending process. You have got so much to share. It can go endless, and we like hungry, hunger with a lot of hunger can keep on asking questions. So I think it's a long time. It's almost 45 minutes, 75% overshot. So we look forward for another session with you. Now we'll be more. We'll go with the sites. We'll see the other areas. Probably we'll have more advanced questions for you. Thank you. Really, it was really fun enjoying. Minus that I couldn't get into for the first 30 minutes. My audio and video got stuck. But it was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, I was in fact asking. Yeah, I was calling your name, asking you to introduce, but
yeah, I know I could hear you, but somehow I couldn't unmute and I couldn't do that. So then somehow Shubhit helped me out. He says, no, log out and log in. I said, okay. But that did the function. It was all in the end, it went well.
All
Thank
right.
you.
One more time to everyone. Thank you so much for joining in the family. We are a family. This is Shishir Gupta signing out. Jai Hind. And let's meet. Please stay in touch with Shubhit. Shubhit will be assisting you and mapping you with the community managers. All right. Bye-bye.
Jai Hind and goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.